If you enjoy the SOS-Radio Podcast as much as we love bringing you stories of the strange, be sure to support the podcast by visiting our sponsors. The easiest thing you could do to support our podcast is clicking our Amazon shopping banners on SOS-Radio.com, ChicagoSOS.com, or SupernaturalOccurrenceStudies.com whenever you want to shop on Amazon. It only takes seconds to do, doesn't cost you a dime, and we receive dollars based on your purchases. Visit our sites, click the banners, bookmark the resulting page, and shop on.
I'll send an SOS to the world. The blood of the Messiah's flow.
Hello, loyal listeners, and welcome to the SOS-Radio Podcast. All paranormal, all the time. My name is Jason Knight, president and founder of Chicago's own Supernatural Occurrence Studies, and your host into the unknown. With me, as always, are my fellow SOSers and brothers in arms, Mr. Joe Erie behind the camera.
Hello.
Mr. Dave Black.
Oh, hey.
And, of course, producer extraordinaire, Mr. Oscar Spector.
That's not my name. I don't know why you say that.
Well, listeners, the Nevada Extraterrestrial and Ghost Odyssey rolls on. This is an extra special episode, milestone episode, episode 50 of the SOS-Radio Podcast. Oscar, edit that out.
No.
Today, I think we're doing a podcasting first. I'm pretty sure, because I researched it, we are reporting live-ish from the world-famous Alien Cathouse in Amargosa Valley, Nevada. We're here, the Cathouse and Dennis Hoff were gracious enough to let us come in and interview the beautiful women of the Alien Cathouse. And hopefully they're going to sit down with us and give us some really good stories that are dark, that are scary, that are salacious, that have something to do with the paranormal, the extraterrestrial, or whatever else. Anything goes. I want to know about the dark, dirty details. We have two of them with us right now at this particular moment. Could you please introduce yourselves to our listeners?
Hi, I'm Leilani.
Hi, Leilani.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
You're the one that's going to be taking us on the tour of the Alien Cathouse?
Yes, I can.
Is it okay if we videotape that
Yes, it is.
adventure? Okay. And we are also joined by the raccoon,
Taylor Gates.
Taylor Gates. And what are you going to be doing for us today?
I can take you on tour too.
You're also going to be doing the tour. Okay, awesome. Great.
Independently, right?
Listeners, also check out YouTube, Chicago's own Supernatural Occurrence Studies on YouTube for footage from this adventure.
I'm not the raccoon every day.
You're not the raccoon. What are you every day?
I'm Taylor Gates every day.
Taylor Gates every day. Got it. Joe, get the T-shirts. We brought T-shirts for the ladies. Supernatural Occurrence Studies T-shirts. Available on... No, they're not on the website yet. You got to write submissions at SOS-Radio.com to get your T-shirts. They're not even up on the website yet. So, without further ado, Leilani is going to take us on a tour of the property.
So how do you want to do this? There's four of you in this small space.
Right.
So she was going to take two and I was going to take two. So how do you want to do
You guys
it?
go with
Let's
her.
be on Team Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to follow Leilani. So I'm kind of going to hang over your shoulder to make
That's
sure I
fine.
can pick up your audio from the Tascam.
No, yours.
So down this hallway,
So we're going down a hallway, narrow. There's...
these two are rooms. This is Lita. She's not here. This is one of our other rooms.
Okay,
If you need me to walk slower, I can.
thank you. All I ask is that you speak loudly.
Alrighty then.
Thank you.
So this is our gym area. This is where some of the girls work out.
Oh, wow, full weight sets and...
Everything. I
Treadmills?
don't. I like being thick and plush, so that's just not for me.
That's the kind of woman I like.
This is our sauna area. This is where...
The holodeck, I love it.
Yes. This is where girls lay butt-ass naked.
A lot of
they
naked.
get in the tanning bed, butt-ass naked.
Again
and they
naked.
do the sauna.
Butt-ass naked?
butt-ass naked.
Okay, cool.
What's better than that? You even got naked women on the walls.
You do. And I love that it's called the holodeck, the Alien Cathouse, right? Alien sci-fi themed. Joe, I hope you're getting my good side, my skinny side.
I think both sides are good.
Thank you. And I noticed coming down this hallway, we had like Tron posters, again, going with that kind of sci-fi theme.
We have Tron. And then we have Mr. Dennis himself.
Mr. Dennis Hoff, right here.
Yes, with his little puppy.
Nice. I wasn't sure if he was going to be here today. It was never clear while we were setting this up. At first, he might have been here, then we weren't sure. And
yeah, he just kind of pops up.
He's here in spirit.
Yes.
Got it.
So right here are, because we are alien themed, this is all the costumes.
Marvin. I have Marvin tattoo.
You have a Marvin tattoo?
I do.
Oh, that must be hot.
Don't judge.
Oh, no, I won't. I have a gun.
Oh, that is a gun.
Leopard.
It's a gun made out of leopard print.
Yes.
Nice.
So, we have the space age ones. We have the forest.
So do clients actually come in and say, hey, I want you to wear the Marvin the Martian dress as part of my...
No, they don't.
Oh, okay.
I wish they would.
Okay.
I mean, I've had a party before. This room, which is my room, was turned into a room. It used to be the alien bondage room.
Oh, no way.
And I've had a party in here where they dressed up in our costumes.
Get out.
So
we're walking into Leilani's own personal room.
So this is our room. This is
very
where
nice.
the condoms, everything that happens here. Usually it's kind of better, but I just got off the party, so it's kind of like, why not join y'all?
Oh, so you were working today?
Yes, it was.
Okay. Now, this might be a stupid question, but do you live on property?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you
I
do?
live here for a month at a time, then I go home for a week.
Where's home for you?
Vegas.
Okay. How far are we from Vegas? About an hour?
Yeah, we're
Was it
about an hour.
An hour clock? Okay, cool.
Unless you live in Centennial Hills, you're probably like 45 minutes away.
Okay, so very close.
And if you feel the bed, it's made of foam. So
That
this
is a
is
foam
the
bed.
only bed in here that is the foam bed because, like I said, this used to be the bondage room. So this used to have all the nutcrackers, things like that. It used to be here.
Nutcrackers?
Yeah, actual nutcrackers.
Oh.
Yeah, it gets frisky.
Okay.
So this is the bathroom.
A little marble. I mean, everything looks nice.
Keep it clean, nice, fresh. This is where, like with me, I actually give my clients baths. So instead of you bathing yourself, I bathe you, and I do shower parties with you.
Okay.
What's better than getting head and pussy in the shower?
Not much. Serve it up with a steak, and I think I'm sold.
Yes. I can't give you steak, but I can give you a pork chop. So this is the employee's restroom.
Okay.
And right here is the pool area.
Yeah, we know you.
Yeah.
So
This is your comedian. This is a fully stocked bar.
And we wanted to have some drinks and stuff for sure.
You
We're
definitely
gonna-
can. I don't drink, but you definitely drink with you.
Cool.
And on this wall is also Dennis in Spirit with Ron Jeremy, Carrot Top, the Bunny Girls,
Joey Buttafuoco. Vince Neil. Cool.
everybody.
Penn Jillette.
Who's better than Ron Jeremy, though?
Well, I know that's Richard's face, his picture on email. The whole time. Well, in the beginning, I thought I was talking to Ron Jeremy. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Yeah. And then with Flavor Flav
Yes.
and Heidi Fleiss herself.
He dated Heidi Fleiss, correct?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
I never knew about that one.
Yeah, I thought I read that. I did a little research on him just in case he was here. I wasn't ill prepared.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
Russell Brand. Cool.
So right here is where they would customers come through the door, and you can sit down.
Sure.
So you would sit down, and they would ring this bell. I'm not supposed to touch it, so usually when they touch it, it rings.
Okay.
You can stand up. It rings like 3 times, and then I'll stand in front of you like this, and they'll say, ladies, introduce yourself. And we can't talk to you until we're told to introduce ourselves to you. And then I'll go, I'm Leilani Strokes. And then they'll go down the road, and then you pick a girl. And she'll give you a tour.
Oh.
And then they'll negotiate if you like her.
I see. Okay.
That's our
Interesting.
sex toy cabinet. It comes with ass beads, butt plugs, vibrating butt plugs.
Say it again.
He said David would like
Oh, no,
those.
then you followed up with something. I missed it.
Oh, then it has vibrating butt plugs.
Oh. Cool. So do people come in, choose a woman, and then chop oftentimes?
That's only if they want to. I've had a guy choose me and want me to fuck them in their ass, which I thought that was pretty cool. So we came over here and we picked one, and I fucked him in his ass.
Awesome.
Yes.
Cool.
And then if you come this way,
Sure. Predator.
yes,
Oh, yeah, Predator.
we
looks
have
nice.
more sci-fi stuff.
This is one of my favorite movies, actually.
I've never seen it, but now you make me want to go watch
Yeah,
it.
it's a fantastic movie. Oh, these are great.
Yes, those are hot. I wish I could wear those. So this is our massage room. I haven't seen black velvet until I came to work here. You know, that's an old thing, the black velvet.
Yeah.
This is where you would get a massage, like with me. I take you into the shower. I shower you up. Right here. Make it hot and steamy, wash your balls. I lay you on the massage table. And that's where everything goes down with your happy ending.
Okay. I like the velvet. The velvet's cool.
Yes, I do too. I think it's hot. This used to be our Atlantis adventure room, but it's remodeling right now, so
Okay.
it's unavailable, so I can't show it to you.
Got it.
It used to be our wet room where we would have big bubbles, neuro massages, things like that.
Oh.
This is our stripper pole. I don't know how to use it. So.
Yeah, I know. Dave was trying to get on that when he first walked in. Oh, you guys sell the Alien tequila.
Hey guys,
Oh, yes.
We know the girl, one of the girls who works at that shop who makes it.
I think that
Alien
is.
Research Center.
I've never drank it, but I just like the bottle.
Yeah, the bottle's great. Yeah, I bought some back to Chicago, and I'm not going to drink it. I just like to, I'm going to keep it.
This is our hook and book room.
What is that?
So basically, when you book a party with us, we go here, we get her, and we write down the time that you wanted and the amount that you spent. If you're using credit card, debit card, or anything like that, we give your ID and that to them.
Okay.
They take their precautions of scanning, whatever, make sure it doesn't decline. We bring you back the receipt, you sign it with the amount on it so you know that no one's bullshitting you.
It's legit,
So
yeah.
if we give you amounts, and this is what it is, this is what it is.
How does it show up on the receipt? Like, how would a credit card statement come through? Curious.
So basically, they go here, they take your credit card, they put it in that machine, and then it prints up a receipt with the amount on it.
Oh, I meant like, so when statements come through.
Oh, it
like,
comes
is it
out like it's
discreet or-
Adventureland.
It-
So it looks like
oh.
you've never been here.
Slick.
And then she uses her pretty little ladybug timer she has over there.
Oh, okay. Timer's up, you're done.
Yes,
Done.
pretty much.
Unless you want to continue.
Yes.
Understood. Thank you.
And we have one more room. Sorry.
No problem. Walking down the halls.
Yep.
Just try not to keep dead air. That's all.
This is Lena. She's one of the girls that work here. She's one of our top lovers.
Okay.
She should be back soon. This is Melissa Kiss. She was also top lover for a couple years. She's not here anymore.
I like Cosmic Kitten.
Yes, that's our name.
We're here right now.
Well, you have to
We
share.
can go in her room, you guys can see it.
This is our party. We're negotiating.
Oh, okay. Don't let me
Tag
interrupt.
team.
Don't let me interrupt.
So this is the dentist suite.
The dentist suite.
Yes.
This is oh my god.
So this is where guys sometimes, I've never booked here, maybe one day. The minimum this room goes for is 15.
15,000. Jeez.
Yes.
15,000.
1,500 or up,
Wow.
depending on the girl.
Okay.
So this is where guys do overnights. This is where if you want to book your appointment ahead of time and say I'm not here and you spend that much money, we would be here.
Wow.
And the shower is 10 times better.
It's got a wet bar and everything. So, who would book a room like this at 5G's starting?
It just depends on how the guy feels and who he wants and what he wants.
Okay. Anyone famous ever come through there?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Are you
Maybe not here. I've
Okay.
never seen it here. I've seen it at the Love Ranch.
Got it. Got it.
So this is our Jacuzzi tub, nice shower.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, that's where it goes.
Getting ideas for my own bathroom at home now.
Oh, no,
Honey, how did you design this? Well,
oh, don't worry about it.
funny
What's a
story.
brothel?
Funny story about that.
So that pretty much like finishes up our tour.
It's not like what I expected. I didn't know what I expected actually.
Well, what did you expect?
Yeah, right. I don't really know. Less organized, maybe ramshackle a little bit.
Oh, no.
People get preconceived notions, right?
No, we keep it pretty organized here.
Now, I didn't see anything with security. What happens when someone gets out of hand or there's something going down that's not supposed to be going down?
Okay, let me see if I could find one. I have to take you back to my room. Ouch, sorry. So I could pretty much show you. Just follow back this way. Sorry for walking too fast.
That's
for
okay.
you.
No.
Also, these are computers because we post on the bunny board.
I've seen it, yeah.
That's where it goes down. Some grudge use this unless they come with their own.
Okay.
And
And now, are all the girls on that month stay and then go to wherever they want?
no, it just depends on what you were booked for.
Okay.
So I'm booked for a whole month. And then I leave for half the month. I leave on August 27th. So if anything goes wrong, you're originally supposed to push this button.
Okay.
And it calls the office and then they respond. And then you tell them help or whatever. That's what goes on.
Yes.
Security! No. And then she responds.
I was just expecting some huge
No.
Goomba to come running through and take me out.
See, but with me, I believe everything's a weapon. So my laptop being over there. There's...
That would be a lot faster than that.
Okay.
Yes.
I was curious. I didn't say anything,
So like...
safety, I was just curious. Cool.
We're here for the girls, so they know the different things that they go through. So we're here for them no matter what.
Good.
Like with me, like I said, I believe everything's a weapon. So if I feel like I'm in a party where I don't feel safe, I'll put perfume on the side. So you try to do something where I'm just going to spray you or hit you with my laptop. It just depends.
Stab somebody with a heel.
Pretty much.
Whoa, yeah, definitely.
You never know what people have in here.
Okay, fair enough. We'll leave it at that.
So do you have any more questions?
Joe, what about you, man? Let me turn the camera on you for a moment here. What do you think about that tour?
Pretty cool. It's my first time ever in a place like this,
Me as well.
Yeah, just didn't know what to expect. I was actually trying to get like a vibe, a feeling, like I need like spirits and energies in here, but
So what we
kind of really didn't get anything.
Not yet?
Or at least like not yet. Yeah.
So what we didn't mention yet, we didn't have time. Joe and Dave are sensitive to energies. They don't talk to dead people, but they can tell when the energy associated with a haunting is around. And oftentimes, if it's a positive or negative energy.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind kind of getting a chance to walk around by myself and see if I get.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and most of the time, he and Dave are spot on. There's either some significance to the location that they picked out. It shows up in photographs with them or video with them. It's pretty uncanny.
I totally understand that. I have a family member where they call them crystal eyes because they can sit in the garage and all of a sudden they just look and they can feel the spirit pass them or things weird happen in our house. So I pretty much understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. So would it be okay if he walked around by himself for
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Do you want to take the Tascam with you?
Don't be
I'd say just keep on doing the interview because I just kind of want to be by myself, nothing on me. You know what I mean? Just
Okay,
kind of
fair
get a
enough.
feel,
All right.
Because it might affect anything,
You need me, call me, I got you.
All right. Can I borrow one of the shoes just in case?
Yes, just take it.
Now, where would Dave and Oscar be with Taylor? Maybe I could get their take on the
Her
walk.
room.
Oh, okay. We're going to leave them alone for a while.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, there's probably things better left unseen. 20 years of friendship only gets you so far. I don't need to see the rest. But no, that was great.
We even have
Come
the
in
welcome,
peace.
come in peace.
Yeah.
Area 51 is actually behind us.
So that was going to be one of my questions. How far are we from the
I
land?
think maybe 20, 30 minutes, not quite sure. I've heard about
So
it,
reaches
never did
super
it.
far. Okay.
So I hear that it's kind of behind us. Maybe that close, maybe not. Don't hold me to it.
Okay.
But I hear as soon as you get there, helicopters, army trucks come, tell you get the fuck out of there.
We were all about it for the last couple of days, all up in there, and nothing
Really?
happened. Nothing happened. And we were in Rachel, which is, God, from here probably 4 hours plus, I would say. If we went, I think, I'm from Chicago, what do I know? But we're in Alamo, it took us over 2.5 hours to get here. Rachel's another hour from our place. The point is, it seems Area 51 land reaches really, really, really far.
Oh, and nothing
if you're
came to
close
get
here.
you?
Nothing came to get us. No, we were at the back gate. We were walking all around the land and looking for trouble.
To look on your website and see this.
Yeah. It's going to be it's probably going to be a little while to get all the video up, but it will be up there for sure.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it was cool, but not what we expected. So, yeah. All right, I think I'm going to kill the video for now.
Okay.
So, Jason Knight signing out. And thank you, Leilani. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
I'll just stop it here. Okay. That was awesome. Thank you.
I hope I did well for you. That's the
No,
first time
you
I've ever
did.
did some shit like that. I was kind of nervous. That's why I started stuttering.
No, not at all. Not at all. So what we'll probably do is take that intro and attach it onto whatever interviews we do now with the actual mics and the mixer.
Okay.
So it'll be a rough intro because this doesn't give the best. It picks up too much. It's too sensitive. So it'll be a little scratchy audio, but the remainder of the episode will be good
I
quality.
hope I didn't walk too far for you.
No, you did great. That was perfect. Thank you.
You're perfect.
I want to track him and see what he says, but
He said 2 spots already, and he went that way.
yeah, he gets angry sometimes if you approach him when he's doing his thing. So maybe I'll just let him do his thing.
I do too.
Yeah.
Like
So-
I love to cook, and you kind of get in there.
Get out of my personal space. There's a bubble.
Yeah,
Right?
I have this thing too. Like if I'm working on someone, I believe personality sells before beauty. So if you just kind of like walk on me, hey, he's mine. Like, we can share him in a minute, but I want to talk to him.
I appreciate that. I respect that.
Okay.
All right, so Joe's back from his walk.
3 spots, okay? We're at the first one and the hallway where it leads to the massage table or whatever. That hallway right there, I got a jolt. So it's like in that area, like I felt a little something. Not really too much anywhere else except for the bedroom, the 15,000 a night. The furniture in there. I don't know how old that is or whose it was, but I felt a little something with the furniture, especially the dresser. And then when I walked all the way back in that room, it was like a really good positive energy, but just like up and like a full energy. That's what I got. But it's not like...
Well, let's see once we get people in front of a mic if they can corroborate those locations with their own stories and experiences. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if something might have happened in that area. I mean, I don't know how old the place is.
It's been here for a long time. I've only worked here. I worked here last year, and I just came back this year, so I've only been back like maybe a month and a half. I just came back yesterday from being gone for a week. I've heard stories that we have a ghost, and she's kind of nice, and she's a prostitute too. I don't know. I've heard about it.
Yeah, so this used to be the Cherry Patch, too, right? And then Dennis bought it, rehabbed it, refurbished.
Maybe, not quite sure, because we have a cherry patch in front of the Love Ranch. So I'm not quite sure.
There was a 1 and 2, a Cherry Patch 1 and a Cherry Patch 2. We'll ask around. We'll figure it out.
Maybe.
We'll
Because
hunt
I
down
don't
the
know.
mystery.
She's been here longer than me.
Okay. Cool, so maybe she'll know.
She went from the other place to here. The whole time I've worked here. I worked here last year every weekend. We had different management, then we changed management. I left, and then I came back and I worked here. I prefer to work here.
Okay. How is it working for Dennis Hoff? Do you interact with him often? Does he treat you
I've met him
well?
once, and he was really nice. He's very polite. He's a really sweet guy.
Okay, cool. Okay. Dave, did you, what did you think of your, and you got to talk loud there, Shem.
Yeah.
What did you think of your tour?
It was all right. I didn't feel anything super strong, but I did get the warm hands, tingly hands vibe, but nothing like straight up, in your head type of thing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll pause it from here. I don't know if Oscar's negotiating, but I don't want to bother him. So,
No, they're just talking.
Okay. That was a great walkthrough. Very informative. Interesting.
Yes, I saw it when I came in.
So for now, we'll pause it until we're ready to sit down and actually be mic'd up. Anything last to say?
Not really.
No?
I'm ready.
Joe, any final words?
No, I kind of want to see if what I felt, has a purpose, I guess.
Okay. Awesome. And we will be back shortly.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all of the time, like sex on the beaches. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Huh, what?
You like surprises? I like surprises. Getting monthly mystery packages in the mail is like Christmas all year round. That's exactly what you get from our sponsor, LootCrate.com. All your favorite things delivered conveniently to your door each and every month. Collectibles, clothes, home goods, even pet supplies, all from your favorite franchises. Stranger Things, Marvel, Harry Potter, Rick and Morty, WWE, Minecraft, and more. Go to www.trylootcrate.com/SOS-radio and enter promo code BRIDGE10 for 10% savings on any new subscription to Loot Crate. Listeners, you have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to receive that month's crate. If you miss the monthly deadline, that's it. It's over. You're screwed for the month. Be sure to go to www.trylootcrate.com/SOS-radio and enter code BRIDGE10 before 9 p.m. Pacific on or before the 19th to claim 10% on any new subscription. We travel a ton to bring you exciting, spooky content. Do you have a long, boring commute day in and day out? What better way to pass the long hours and countless miles than enjoying your favorite audio book? Listening really is the new reading. Right now, for the listeners of the SOS-Radio Podcast, Audible.com is offering a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook download by going to www.audibletrial.com/SOS-radio. You could download an audiobook of your choice from a selection of over 200,000 audio programs from any genre: horror, mystery, sci-fi, nonfiction, anything, narrated by full cast ensembles, A-list celebrities, and unique performers. Help support the SOS-Radio Podcast by going to www.audibletrial.com/SOS-radio and claim your free audiobook now. That's audibletrial.com/SOS-radio. No dash, listeners.
Sucking on my titties like you wanted me, calling me all the time like Blondie. Check out my Chrissy behind, it's fine all over the time. What else is in the teachers of peaches? Like sex on the beaches. What? Huh? Right. What? Huh? What? Right.
And we are back. Just got done taking tour of the Alien Cathouse provided by the lovely Leilani. Listeners, make sure and go to our YouTube channel to see video from that walkthrough of the Alien Cathouse, Chicago's own supernatural occurrence studies on YouTube. While you're there, make sure and subscribe. Our first victim of the evening is Richard Hunter, media director for the Cathouse franchise.
Sure.
Right? So, who's also a fellow podcaster. Listeners, make sure and go to iTunes and subscribe to Phone Booth Fighting. It's an MMA-focused podcast with lots of hijinks.
It is. I do a podcast with Frank Mir, who was a two-time UFC heavyweight champion. I have two jobs. I have that one and I have this one. And I always tell my friends that when I am not breaking down cage fights. I am refereeing fights between prostitutes. And depending on the day, one may be more compelling than the other. Sometimes the better fights are here.
And your name is Dick Hunter, so it's got to be very confusing.
Oh, I didn't even pick up that for you, Dave.
There's a lot of irony to go around.
You should have the website dickhunter.com.
Step
and then it's
ahead
just
of
you're
you.
like, okay, good.
I believe I don't like to own up to my wacky radio past a lot, but I had that incarnation back when it was the crazy morning zoo, and you got to have Gator and the Madman, and everybody's got to have crazy voices, right? Yeah. I was Big Dick.
Big Dick.
Yeah.
That's what we call Dave.
No, I thought we called him Little Dick.
Well,
but that's for another reason.
So again, listeners, make sure and check out Phone Booth Fighting on iTunes. Give a subscribe and a rating. We live on ratings. And while you're there, do the same for the SOS-Radio Podcast. However, an easier way to search on iTunes is Chicago Zone.
We just tried it out.
Just search Chicago Zone. Richard turned me on to that. Yeah, nice and easy.
I subscribed is what happened. It was a very organic process. I was subscribing to your podcast. I put in Chicago Zone, and you're the only thing that comes up in the search.
I should switch mine to Chicago Zone, another movie podcast.
Don't you dare.
I will.
So Richard's been the one I've worked with for well over maybe 2 months already, setting up this excursion to the Alien Cathouse. So I thank him for letting us come in here.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
Yeah, man, time is money. This I wasn't sure we'd be able to do it. So thank you.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
So we talked about the angle of this show. We don't have an agenda. We're not trying to convince anybody of everything, but we do have an angle. Our angle is the weird, the wicked, the dark, the salacious, the paranormal, the extraterrestrial. And you're sitting at the table for a reason, I take it.
Yeah. Well,
do you have any stories, sir, from this establishment or the area?
Yeah. So, we're right here next door to Area 51. You guys probably figured that out.
Oh, yeah. We've been there for the last couple of days.
Between the sci-fi themed brothel that we have and the Martian themed truck stop we have next door.
That's right.
It's a big industry out here. And within the Dennis Hoff Cathouse collection, there are actually 7 brothels. But the Bunny Ranch is the most famous one. That's the one everybody knows, the one that's been around the longest. But down here, there's always a curiosity about the Alien Cathouse. So, strange occurrences. Oh, yeah, the girls, and you're going to be talking to some of the girls later on, I think. I mean, they can tell you all about their superstitions and weird things that happen in the night and all that kind of stuff. And that's just the customers. So I tend to find the most curious stories are from the customers themselves, the people that come in and out of here.
Oh, I could imagine. Could we talk about one famous customer recently?
Are you talking about the Lamar Odom overdose? Yeah, that happened about a year and a half ago, I guess. Almost 2 years ago now, over at Love Ranch, which is our sister brothel. And that was a crazy Monday afternoon.
Monday afternoon.
I was sitting in my office just like you were in there talking to me. And I was the only guy in the house at the time. We didn't have any clients other than Lamar. And he was in the back house. We have a big 3-bedroom VIP house back there. So if you're spending enough money, even the other customers in the brothel will not know you're here. Separate entrance, drive you around back. He'd been there for several days. Nobody knew he was there, customer-wise. And I was sitting there in my office, and a girl comes running up the hallway, screaming, come quick, something's wrong, Lamar, something's wrong with him. I go running all the way back to the back of the house, and he had 2 of our girls in there that he dropped $75,000 to have them for 2 days round the clock. And normally I wouldn't tell you what the number is, but that became public information because of all of the publicity around it and everything. So they found him, and he was already having a stroke and all the rest of that kind of stuff. So I had to call 911 and have the paramedics come out there and help load him into the ambulance, and then it was all over the news from there.
Yeah. We saw it all over.
This is how white
Chicago.
I am, but is Lamar Odom like a basketball guy or a rapper? Or
I don't know
what?
much more about it than you do.
He's a pro golfer.
He's a basketball player.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays for the LA Lakers. He's married to Khloe Kardashian.
Oh,
that's the real tabloid hook. They had their own reality show, and then he was on that.
That
Kardashian
seems like his
show
worst
and
accomplishment, I think.
Oh yeah, the reality.
And I don't know
show.
anything. I don't know anything about him, but the credit of being married to Khloe Kardashian seems like the bottom rung of the ladder of your credentials.
Overdosing at the brothel is at worst the second worst thing that had ever happened to him. I'll give you a good one though. I mean, now here's a story that your listeners will probably only hear about here because it didn't have a celebrity name attached to it like Lamar Odom, but this happened right here in the Alien Cathouse about 9 months ago or so. We had a guy come in. He took us to small claims court. All right, I'm going to jump ahead to the ending, and then we're going to rewind, and I'll tell you what led up to that. He took us to small claims court because he was unsatisfied with his experience, which is a rare occurrence here at Alien Cathouse. We pride ourselves on customer satisfaction, so don't think that that's an everyday occurrence. It's quite the opposite. But this fellow came in and picked a girl out of lineup and hired her to play dead because he wanted to simulate having sex with a dead person. And he was
no red flags there at all.
No, none at all. We don't judge. Who are we to judge?
Right, exactly.
The problem was that he claimed he could still see her breathing, and felt that she was not acting dead enough. So he went to the cashier's window after the experience. Keep in mind, after he had gone ahead and rebooked, okay? So he had his initial booking, then he booked again, and it's sort of like ordering your entree and dessert before you complain about the meal, you know? So he goes to the cashier's window, and he says he was unsatisfied and voices his complaint. And the cashier, rightfully so, says, well, you know, you've already eaten the meal. We can't, we typically don't refund your purchase. There was some back and forth. Right. We ended up crediting him back, I think, half of it as kind of a goodwill gesture. But he took us to small claims court for the other half. And I actually had to go to small claims court in this little small town courthouse that's about an hour from here and defend our brothel's good name against this fellow over the remainder of that purchase, and won, by the way.
Good.
So
good for you.
Yeah. Nice. Although he did try to appeal it. I don't know what the status of that is.
Did they immediately arrest him and be like, we're just going to keep you off the streets for good measure?
Let me tell you, this guy
There's a kink for that, dude.
Yeah, this guy came into the courthouse he had exhibits, like he had made, posters, like he'd blown up the receipt. So he was ready to. He was doing his best to try to win that court
case. Was he like an older guy? Was he a family guy? Like, who was this guy? Like, what kind of person? I'm not asking you to give me his name.
Yeah, you just kind of want like a general description.
Yeah, like what sort of guy was he?
I'm going to guess probably in his 50s, maybe 50s, probably in his 50s, mid 50s. Other than that, nothing real descriptive about the guy. I mean, that's,
an average white guy? Like,
kind of, yeah. I mean, the craziest...
Was he a big guy? Was he a small guy?
Like, just kind of average, kind of tall, slender.
Are you profiling right now? What are you doing?
I'm just trying to get a visual picture of this creepy dude.
I'll tell you what, this is smart podcasting because you're an oral medium and he's painting a picture for the listener.
Good point,
Actually,
Richard.
the description kind of looks like Dave.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think Dave's a weirdo.
Well, because did that case, was it public knowledge at that point after that?
Yeah,
was his name out there as the fool?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, technically, I guess if you were to look it up and
I'd like to see that Yelp review of like, they're prostitutes, don't play dead good enough.
I mean, do you think
they don't play dead good?
Do you think he was predetermined to do it? I mean, maybe it's like way before. It's like,
you know what? Money? I like to think that he's sort of chasing the necrophiliac dragon. It's like he never. He's after a sensation that he can't quite ever really achieve.
That is like serial killer 101 bullshit. Like that guy is eventually going to murder somebody.
But not only like what he did. It's actually like a lot of people need like that excitement and the anger and the fighting, and it's like
just the whole attention. The whole I don't give a fuckingness about my name and this case getting out into the public. Yeah, I tried to fuck it down.
Not a lot to lose.
No, yeah,
that's crazy.
The other thing is too.
What is that guy's job? Like, what happens if his boss
Yes. Yeah.
Jonathan, can you come into my office?
It's totally
I read
legal.
about this in the paper, like you were trying.
But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because it's totally legal, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So technically,
it's
they can't do anything.
Jonathan, I don't know if we want you representing our car wash anymore.
Yeah. What we, what we liked, and I should point this out too, that although our girls have certainly open minds as a rule when it comes to their sexuality. Not every girl's going to do that. They do have their limits. They do have their personal no list, and no girl is required to do anything with anyone that she doesn't want to do. So this fellow should have considered himself lucky to find a girl who would first engage in that sort of thing.
We were actually joking around in the car of doing like a little bonus episode where we just sit down one of the most willing girls and just like throw ridiculous, okay, for $1,000, would you let me Skype in my father while we baked a pie, and just come up with the most ridiculous scenarios, and just see what to see what she would say.
Throw a few of those scenarios at him, and be prepared for him to take you up on it, probably,
or get punched. One of the two. That's insane. That is such a crazy story.
Slap one of us live on the show for offending you. Is that something you can do? Oh, I'm just saying.
We're
going to try.
He's talking to one of the girls right now.
Right.
Okay.
Now, Richard, you've been from this area your whole life, or
no? I'm from Dallas originally.
Oh, you're from? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Great in Dallas next month.
I moved here.
It's funny because you look Austin.
Oh yeah. Austin is. Austin was my liberal oasis in a very red state, for sure. But I'm actually from the north central part of Texas, the Dallas area. And actually, my path to the brothels started just exactly the way that you guys are doing it right now. Many years ago, when I had a radio show in Dallas, I would have Dennis Hoff, or the owner of all of our brothels, as a guest on my radio show. And so we got to be friends that way. He invited me out to the Bunny Ranch to do a broadcast, just like you guys are doing. Wow. We got to be friends that way, and at some point he hired me as his media director. So hey, one of you guys might down the line.
Do you need a helper and a sidekick?
Have you ever played in any bands? Or
yeah. That was the first career I filled.
Because I was going to say you look familiar.
Yeah,
I played a lot. Been around a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. You look familiar, and I'm like, damn, where do I know this
He looks
guy
like
from?
a
Would we know you?
of everybody from Wicker Park.
Not
one person.
Yeah, no. I had a band that did play in Chicago quite a bit. I was in a band called Killbilly, and the only way I can tell anybody who would know Killbilly these days, do you guys know the band Old 97s? If you know that band or not. Okay.
Yes.
So Rhett Miller, who was the singer in Old 97s, was in Killbilly with me. So
cool.
But we would play Chicago. Like, do you guys still have the Metro?
Yes.
Do you have Lounge Acts?
Yes.
Still?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have Beat Kitchen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's actually my first comedy show I ever did was at the Beat Kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That was so we played all those places. That was a great Elbow Room. Is that still there? Yeah.
Yeah, I did a show there too. I cracked my head on the ceiling.
Nice.
I shot a concert there actually.
Yeah. Yeah, lots of great venues in Chicago.
Double Door is my favorite.
Yeah,
Double Door just closed,
but I know it.
I know. I love Double Door. But who's the guy that worked? He was the sound guy at the Beat Kitchen. He had the ghost tattoo on his arm.
I don't know.
Oh, damn it. He was a cool dude.
So, living here in this area, do you have any stories of aerial phenomena, ET experiences?
Well, I live in Las Vegas, so I drive back and forth every day. I leave before the phenomenon gets cranked
They're
up
not
too
even
much.
having coffee yet.
No, yeah. So I'm usually just here during the day unless some emergency happens or something. So the girls can tell you all about what happens in the middle of the night. Yeah, I actually commute from Las Vegas to here and back every day.
Okay.
So
Got
lots of time in the car.
Yeah, lots of time to listen to the podcast.
And assume that nothing in Vegas you saw because it's impossible with the lights and shit, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're still a good hour. It's door to door. My house to here is like an hour and 10 minutes.
When we were at Area 51 last night, you can actually see the lights of Vegas glowing over the mountains.
Assuming we're pointing in the right direction, but most likely
we were.
yes.
I looked at the map.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. Because we weren't sure.
Yeah, Vegas is very bright. It's pretty crazy, like how far. I mean, my house is a good, like, by car, 20 minutes from the Strip, because I live in the Summerlin area, and you can stand in my backyard and see that beam that comes up out of the Luxor.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's great flying in at night, flying into Vegas at night, nothing, and then boom.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about Nevada. I mean, I always tell people about Nevada. They basically made Las Vegas and Reno and quit. Like, that's the state. You know what I mean?
We're done.
I mean, there's all kinds of cool stuff to see, but it's a lot of like little encampments and ghost towns, and there's a lot of when you traverse the state, there's a lot of like you come up on these little areas where you're like, what are these people doing out here?
Yeah. Right. Right.
What are they running from?
Like we were in Rachel, Nevada, and it's like 47 people is the population of the town. Like how? Like what happens if you get divorced?
Yeah.
Don't
sell them short.
It's my bitch wife right over there, 20 feet away in the next trailer.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I mean, I was like, where do you work? Where do you shop? Where do you? Yeah, all that.
If you break a leg, what the hell do you do?
Well, yeah, totally.
Maybe you could answer this. This was going to be a question for Dennis Hoff if he sat down with us. How do you guys, as 7 brothels in your chain, how do you not run sideways of the mob or power players?
Well, that's a good question.
Heavy hitter.
That's a good
kind
question.
Of scary
because the thing about, and this is the best argument I can make for legalization of prostitution, is the prove-up to get in the business is so high. It's harder to get a license to own a brothel in Nevada than it is to get a gaming license. It would be easier to open a casino than it would be a brothel. Not only do you have to prove a lot of financial stability, but you have to have a squeaky clean criminal record. You can't have anything on your rap sheet. And that trickles down to the girls that work here. The girls that work here have to have an actual license from the county sheriff's office to do this. And if they have anything on their record like that, they wouldn't be able to get the license. So not only are they medically tested to show they don't have any kind of venereal disease, that sort of thing, they also have to be of good character. And they have to be 21. So what that means is the people who are not invited to the legal prostitution party are the criminals, are the pimps, are the streetwalkers and all that sort of thing. So that's how you phase them out. I mean, or, the mob they couldn't get in if they wanted to, because for the most part, there's going to be a paper trail of malfeasance. Right.
Yeah.
So that's always the argument I make. Like myself, I'm a deceptively straight edge person. I've never drank alcohol. I don't do any drugs, nothing like that.
I'm the same way.
Are you?
I'm 40 years old. I've never been high. I've never been drunk in my whole life.
I'm the same way. And I don't do any gambling. But as a resident of Nevada, I love the fact that all of that is legal, all of it is regulated. So as a taxpayer, even though I don't take part in any of that, it's not being done under the table where there's no tax revenue generated on it, right? So we end up being the biggest taxpayers in any county where we have a brothel for that reason.
And the residents benefit.
Exactly.
Whether they like you or not, they're benefiting.
Right, 100%. And that's why it's been allowed to be legal,
And it is county by county, as I understand.
So
legalization.
So that's another interesting fact about legal prostitution.
Like my main thing is like, if we just legalize marijuana like Colorado did and Washington did, and you just across the board federally taxed it, that would solve all of our problems.
Yeah, I agree. And we're there now. Nevada just became one of the states to legalize recreationally. And I'm the same way, because even though I don't use that product, I want it to be legal for that reason. To your question, though, because this is an interesting fact about prostitution being legal in Nevada. Most people, and I you could survey your listeners, but as much as Dennis Hoff has done, the Cathouse series on HBO and all the press he does and all that, I maintain that the majority of Americans still don't realize that prostitution is legal anywhere in America. The problem becomes once they do realize it's legal, they mistakenly think that it's legal in Nevada all across the entire state. And it's not. The way the law works is prostitution can be legal in any county in Nevada where there are less than, I believe right now the number is 500,000 people. Now, there are only 2 counties in Nevada that have 500,000 people. Clark County, which is where Las Vegas is,
and then Reno.
And Washoe, which is where Reno is, right. So anywhere else you can, but each county determines for themselves whether or not they want to legalize. So you're in Nye County right now. They have decided they want to legalize, but within that legalization, they can make up subsets of rules themselves. So, for example, to work as a legal prostitute in Nye County, you have to be 21 years old. Up in Lyon County, where the Bunny Ranch is, you can be 18.
Huh.
So, for whatever reason, one county decides differently than another. And there's some other rules.
That's like 19, 20, 19.5.
I'll see you're 19 and I'll raise you 18. Yeah, so they can do that. Another interesting one is outdates. So this county has determined, the one you're in Nye, has determined that they don't want the girls going outside of the house with clients, okay? So a girl cannot be out of the house more than 24 hours without being retested. So they have to have a new medical clearance if they're gone longer than 24 hours.
That's a good one, actually.
Up north, where the Bunny Ranch is, we have what are called outdates. The county would allow you to go into the brothel and book we call them parties, book an experience with a girl. And if you want part of that experience to be that you go out to Lake Tahoe or Reno and go to a casino or go to dinner, you can do that. It's not cheap, but you can do it. So that's another way that the counties differ.
Wow. This is awesome.
It makes sense, too. I get why they would have it there and not as much here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only about 20 legal brothel licenses in Nevada, period. And we've got 7 of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Is there a maximum?
Yeah.
Like
No,
one person can
that's another interesting thing is there's no number on it, but they haven't issued a new one in many years, and they want to keep it that way. They want to keep it exclusive. And like I said, the burden to prove up is very high to get one. So what ends up happening
does the legal prostitution in Las Vegas have to take place in a brothel, or can there be independent people that go out?
Got to be in a brothel.
Okay.
Yeah, and could not take place in Las Vegas itself. And that was another part of the point I was making, is that a lot of times people will make the mistake, they'll go to Las Vegas for a convention or something like that. They'll see these, billboard trucks, girls to your door in 20 minutes, the guys with the cards, and they mistakenly think, well, I've heard it's legal here in Nevada. And they call that number. Next thing you know, they're getting arrested or they're catching a venereal disease.
Wow.
So that's something we constantly have to try to educate people about, is it is not legal in Las Vegas. That's why we have free car service. So, if you're in Las Vegas and you're there for a convention or something, you call up Alien Cathouse, aliencathouse.com, by the way, is the website.
AlienCathouse.com.
And just say, hey, I'm in town. I'd like to have a car come out and get me and take me back, and we'll come get you free, no problem.
Safe too, safe from.
Exactly. We'll stay as long as you want.
Something I was kind of curious with, too, in Chicago, for an example, I guess a lot of people do. So a lot of people, they'll call escorts.
Yeah.
Over to the house. As soon as that escort comes in your house, it's free game.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the same thing with the prostitutes in Vegas?
Like the illegal world? No, when you say free game, like what?
Then you could do whatever you want because they're on your property.
Well, so the cat and mouse, so the cat and mouse game is this. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to see prostitutes all day long in hotels in Vegas, the cat and mouse game is this. They're always going to say, oh, well, I'm not with him because he's paying me to have sex. I'm with him because he's just paying me to hang out with him. And while we were just hanging out, I just naturally fell in love with him to the point that I want to, have sex. I mean, you can try that defense. It doesn't work real well, especially if that person is a known prostitute, and then good luck explaining that to your wife or your girlfriend. So that's another thing here, is that, everything is completely anonymous. And the other thing is, too, you don't, not only the health risk you don't have to worry about because everybody's tested, but you also don't have to worry about the criminal element. Because if there were ever any trouble here, which there never is, but if there were ever any trouble, we'd call the cops. The cops would show up, arrest not the prostitutes.
You're not going to get your wallet. You're not going to get your wallet stolen here because
there's recourse. If your credit card wasn't charged correctly, the credit card charge doesn't come up Alien Cathouse brothel. It says something that's nondescript,
I think they said,
generic. But the thing is
Panda
that
Express, Honey, why did you get $750 worth of Panda Express?
Exactly. But if you ever did have a problem, you could call your credit card company because it's all legitimate and handle it. So there's all recourse. And consequently, we find that people who are looking to cause trouble, they don't want to come into a situation like this anyway. They want to go to a seedy hotel where, they can do whatever. And what's that girl going to do? Call the cops? She's breaking the law too.
Exactly.
Here, they know that, they step out of line and, they get the cops called on. So we don't have that problem.
I never would have thought of those little things.
On the strip, a lot of them are setups.
Well, it's not so much like it's not so much like a sting because they probably are. I mean, you call that number, you probably really will have an illegal prostitute show up to your room. But you got a number of questions at that point. Number one, are they carrying diseases? Number two, are they of age? Because how would you like to have that happen? All of a sudden you find out there's a 16-year-old in there and now you're being charged with statutory rape. Or, there could be a pimp show up and go, okay, well, you know what? Go ahead and give me all your money and your jewelry or whatever, and I won't kill you. Man. So those are all legitimate concerns that you have at that point, and that, I mean, it sounds scary because it is, but I mean that really is something we sort of try to educate people about. You come out here and keep yourself safe.
It's incredible.
It's crazy.
So listeners, spend the little extra money, get your ass out to one of these safe places and party.
That's what I say. I say, it's like a boob job. You get what you pay for. There's good ones and there's bad ones. And saving the money up front seems like a good idea until you are carrying the bad boob job around.
Or LASIK surgery.
Or that.
I got a discount at the kiosk at the mall.
Yeah.
I mean, I only have one eye now, but whatever. It was cheap.
Now, Richard, this used to be, where we're sitting, used to be the Cherry Patch 2. Do I have that correct?
Yeah, so the way that Dennis purchased all the brothels, he has owned the Bunny Ranch since the early part of the 90s. And then up there we also have the Love Ranch North, the Kit Kat, the Sagebrush. What he was doing is he was kind of going around and slowly buying up all his competition. A few years ago when the stock market and the real estate market and all that crashed, everybody, was selling. And the good news is in situations like that is if you're flush with cash, that's a great time to buy stuff on the cheap.
Sure.
So these Southern Nevada brothels were for sale. This one, the Love Ranch Vegas, and they were real dilapidated at the point. I mean, Dennis put millions of dollars into remodeling them all so they would be nice places to stay and all that. They looked like a shit. I mean, you wouldn't even recognize the place if you saw the way they used to look. So he got them for cheap, but it was important to acquire these for him because when people hear Nevada, they think Las Vegas. And for years and years, and this was him coming on my radio show. He would come on my radio show, no matter how many times he said Northern Nevada, Reno, Lake Tahoe area, I would get emails from my listeners going, hey, I'm going to be in Las Vegas for a convention next week. I'm going to see your buddy at the Bunny Ranch. I'm like, all right, well, either buy a plane ticket or get ready to drive 8 hours because it's the whole other side of the state. So now we can service, if you will, every corner of the state.
Strategic.
And we're a 4-hour drive from LA. So, California, if you're in the Southern California area, you come see us. If you're in the San Francisco, Sacramento, San Jose area, you go over to the Bunny Ranch.
Wow. Any stories from the Cherry Patch 2? Dilapidated, old, right? It was an old running brothel. Do you know of anything that actually... What I'm driving at is on the property. Anything in its history that's dark, creepy, kind of up our alley?
Well, the girls have probably the better perspectives on that because they've got their ghost stories and, this room was haunted or something doesn't seem quite right.
This room is haunted by the ghost of a prostitute that pretended to be dead.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that can't bring on any bad
energy,
spirits,
at least.
Right. I personally tend to think that, a lot of those superstitions have some practical basis behind them. So, like, for example, you guys took a tour of the house. I don't know if you noticed in any of the rooms, some of the girls have money on the floor, like by the door. It'll just be like change. And they have this superstition that the saying goes, money on the floor brings money through the door. right? So it's this old mindset that if there's money on the floor, first of all, it's really bad luck to pick it up. Don't ever pick it up. And then you leave it there and it brings money in. Now, I personally think that you could trace that myth back to some prostitute like in the Wild West days where some cowboy dropped a poker chip on the floor and she was quick thinking and went, oh, that's bad luck if you pick that up. You better leave it there. You know, and he's like, I guess I will. Word just gets around, you know.
Interesting.
No, from what I understand, I think, you know, prostitution, it's the oldest profession.
It is.
Right? Yeah.
There's a reason.
And so, like, this just kind of like, oh my God. Do you remember when we went to that the place in Chicago where it was the old
the restaurant
upstairs?
Above the restaurant, the old
brothel. We had a
brothel.
lot of prostitution in Chicago back in the Prohibition.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And we were lucky enough to get the chance to, you know, explore and feel and, you know, look at so basically this upstairs area has not been touched like since when, like the 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
It was boarded up. They haven't been up there since then. It's about like the 40s.
Oh wow, okay.
And we pried the doors like open, like all the wood and everything, nails, and door opens. We're like, oh my God, like no one's been up here for how many, like, you know, like centuries, you know. And I mean, and then you saw all the rooms that the prostitutes like hung out at. Like we found like little vials, like where they had their drugs, like crucifix. Like
didn't we find like
stuff.
Love letters and
weird
little
stuff.
weird knickknacks, almost like totems or something?
Wow. Yeah.
It was really
awesome.
cool to stumble upon that stuff. Yeah. So going back to tradition and superstition and
they'll tell you a lot about that.
Cool.
It's very similar to sports and athletic people. They all have their weird superstition. Like
don't change my socks.
keeping
The same socks I wear every game.
Or the same jocks.
No, and, you know, the girls
whatever.
have those stories too, where like, you know, they because if you describe this on the show, but you know, when you come to the Alien Cathouse and you ring the buzzer, you'll come in, the cashier greets you at the door, and then they ring the bell, and the girls come out and line up. Hi, my name is Cindy. Hi, my name is Rachel. Whatever. And the girls,
Those seem like pretty regular names.
I try to suggest that they be regular names, and let me tell you why.
Oh,
to me. I need to be able, this may be just me, I need to be able to suspend disbelief. You know, like, okay, so you're telling me your name is Candy and it may not really be Candy, but some people are actually named Candy, so at least I can believe that. There's no way I can believe your name is Orgasma. You know what I mean? Like, I can't say that back to you.
Right.
So, but I was going to say, superstition-wise, a lot of the girls, if they are getting picked a lot, wearing a certain outfit, certain dress, or whatever, that's their go-to. You know, it's like they're they don't want to blow the no-hitter.
Right.
Ironically.
I want to ask a question too.
No pun intended.
Dave and I, we feel stuff,
yes,
energies, and I took a walk around, you know, the hotel or you know, well, the ranch.
Yeah.
And there's a few areas where I felt some things happened. I mean, say all of them are just. There's one specific thing I figured you would know.
By the way, if you're talking about this hallway, the air conditioning is out.
Okay.
I'm kidding. I mean, it is, but I'm assuming that's not where you're going.
Joe
with
is like,
this.
what?
I know.
Okay.
It's like,
Okay.
I'm like, I don't want to say anything yet.
No, what do you got?
Okay, so all right. Firstly, by the massage parlor, there's
Back this way. Yes.
There's a little hallway. I felt a little right over there. That was the first thing that I felt.
Okay.
The second was when the room with the big bed. It was like $15,000 a night and up.
Yes.
The furniture in there. That's what I felt from. Is the furniture.
I thought you were going to say you felt a lot of buyer's remorse. You felt a lot of
maybe that's what
credit
it is.
card statements, right?
But,
the furniture.
But
Okay,
with the
that's
furniture and especially the cabinet or on the right side, I was drawn more to that.
Okay.
But and the weight room, I felt like just. It was a good feel, but it was like electric and just happy, but full.
Well, that's interesting. So we have a gym, kind of a gym area is what you're talking about with a weight room. And, you know, maybe in that sense, I mean, just following the thought, you're going to have people back there that are exercising, you know, energetic, achieving physical betterment, maybe. I don't know with that. Now, the furniture, you know, that's interesting because a lot of our furniture is... we'll get at like some sort of liquidation or like an auction house. It's usually like a high-end type auction house, but Dennis is, because he's got 7 houses to outfit, he's always at things like that looking for, and especially the ornate, the red velvet, so anything that kind of fits with the look. But because of that, because you're getting these large, wood carved headboards and all that kind of stuff, who knows what the history of those has been? That's interesting.
Transient energy. I say it's like stepping on gum. You don't realize it until you start tracking it through everywhere you visit.
I have a lot of antiques. I just collect weird stuff, and I know when I bring things home.
Yeah. Well, that's an interesting point, because that I wouldn't even. I'm sure those pieces of furniture have history. I just don't know exactly what they would always be. Now the massage room,
the hallway, not the massage room, the hallway into the massage room.
Okay.
That was the first thing I felt. As I was walking that way,
I'll tell you one weird thing about, and I don't know if that massage table is one of them or not, but Dennis did get when Michael Jackson died, and that he had that creepy doctor Conrad Murray, the guy who was giving him all that. Okay, so that guy had a storage unit that he he didn't pay the rent on. And Dennis bought a bunch of stuff out of it when they auctioned it all off. And I know several of the items were like examining tables and massage tables and things like that. I mean, I don't know if that's one of them that's in there or not.
Right.
But that is definitely something we would use because we need a massage room in each one of our brothels. So, who knows? The furniture thing is interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe something to look into later on down the line. So you might hear something like, I remember Joel said about the furniture.
Yeah, I didn't know if there were stories or if it meant anything. And it's not like the strongest feeling I did have, where it shot through me was that the hallway going into the massage room there.
Yeah.
And then it was almost like kind of like, I guess like a newer feel. In the room, it was kind of more like a dark, not a dark, but like an older energy. In the room with the bed, with the furniture. But I was drawn more to the cabinet, the dresser, and the furniture. And then something I noticed about the room with the exercise room is you guys have a bunch of mirrors in there. So maybe and my grandma's house, she has a lot of stuff in it, and she has a lot of mirrors back to back, so they're facing each other. And some people say don't do that because you can pull in things and things come out. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true or not. Yeah, but I don't know. I saw that.
Hey,
I thought that might have something to do with it.
Are you? Yeah, well,
soon to be, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm gonna give up my seat here in a second. I don't know what these guys have planned, but
I got the butt plug in and it's vibrating right now.
All right. Well, there you go, guys.
Butt plug in and it's vibrating right now.
What a coincidence! So does Dave.
Yeah. He
not lying.
No.
Okay.
He felt it in the
Yeah, I didn't know. I said congratulations. I didn't know what to.
Oh, you had a hand in this. Okay.
I didn't know how to respond to that.
You really don't smile, maybe?
I mean, usually when it's just a guy in a park that's telling me that, I'm like, well, that's cool. You want to go talk in the bushes for a while?
So, Taylor, do you have some time to speak with us a little bit?
No, why not? You want me to? We'll swap out here, guys. Thanks for having me
Richard,
on.
thank you so much.
Yeah, really appreciate you guys being here. Absolutely, and just let me know if you guys need anything. Enjoy the rest of your stay, and you'll be in good hands with.
Can we get
girls.
A quote from you, Richard?
Yes, sure. Anything you? A quote like a. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Well, it depends on what you're interested in. My necrophilia party is considered a premium, so I believe there's a credit check.
Can we
involved
braid
in
your
that.
hair and hold it?
All right. Well, now
you're scaring him off.
All right. I'm gonna hand you over to Taylor. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot, Richard. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, Taylor. Oh, wait. I should probably wait till you have a mic, huh?
Yeah.
You are important.
So Taylor is here with us now, and I'm not quite sure how to.
Dave, for the first, I just snorted.
I don't know how to explain
for the first time.
Describe.
Dave is speechless.
I'm not speechless. I'm just trying to find out because Because it's like your mom listens to this, you know?
My mom does listen to the show. This is true. Mom, I love you, Ma.
Butt plug right now.
So there's, I don't know, Taylor, you explain it in the family-friendliest terms you can as to what is happening right this moment.
Or not family-friendly.
Okay.
You could just explain.
Family-friendly.
You could say whatever you want on this show. There you
Is
go.
this like G-rated or something?
No, we don't really edit very often.
No, we curse every once in a while. You know.
Oscar edits a lot. Yeah, he edits a lot.
So, yeah, go ahead.
What is happening right now?
Yeah, like, what's going on?
I'm sitting here with a vibrating butt. Oh. Edit that.
She's probably used to
Edit that out, Oscar.
I'm sitting here with a vibrating butt plug on and inside me.
Okay, and that's not a euphemism for anything.
What is euphemism mean?
That's
It's
what's
not like a
happening.
metaphor. Like, it's just literally
No,
exactly what's happening.
I really did buy a vibrating sex plug from the store here.
Okay. You get a discount, like a employee discount on that?
Well, Dave was asking because he wants one. He was wondering if he could hook up.
Yeah, well, that's just another thing about the Alien Cathouse. A customer could come in and party with a girl and also shop
Or
for...
just with Taylor Gates.
Or just with Taylor. Go ahead, say it. No, go ahead.
I did.
One more time, because I think I cut you off.
What?
Or party with...
Yeah, or party with Taylor Gates.
Taylor Gates. Look her up. You won't be disappointed. But they could party with Taylor Gates and then go and purchase items to help that party progress rapidly.
Yeah, I'm into all kinds of weird and kinky shit.
Yeah, it's funny because our producer is into the same weird and kinky shit as well.
Yeah, like if you can think it and tell me about it, then I'm down to do it no matter what it is.
There you go. Well,
it might be fun for our bonus episode.
I'm going to have to steer it to the weird and the wild, the freaky, the scary. Do you have... So Richard was mentioning that the girls who work here have stories about the Alien Cathouse being possibly haunted, certain areas, traditions you guys have. What's the word I'm looking at? Not only traditions, but superstitions.
Oh.
About putting change or money by the door?
Yeah, that's supposed to be good luck.
Do you have any particular superstitions or traditions to help your life in any way?
I don't know if to help my life, but I have been told I'm the most superstitious person ever. Like, have you ever heard of don't split poles when you're walking with somebody?
Sure. Yeah.
You know what that means?
No. Yeah, don't holding hands. You cannot. You got to
well,
walk
if you're
around.
walking next to somebody, you just don't walk in between. Let something in between. It's bad luck.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we do it. I do it at home. I mean,
believe that.
That's true.
I tell people that don't even know it. They're like, don't split poles.
You grab them from who the hell is this woman? What else?
I know. That's what a lot of people say. Who in the hell? Where the fuck did she come
I
from?
think there is one exception to that. Is like if there's a wild boar charging at you, it's okay to let them go between you at that point, or something like that.
I would actually just grab Dave and just shield myself.
With the boar, yeah.
No, with Dave.
Any other superstitions that you have that apply to maybe here at the Alien Cathouse to help your business, to help success, anything like that, to ward off evil things?
Well, at the travel center, they sell necklaces that are supposed to be rocks to mean something. Like I got all of them. There's only 3. One says business success. I was like, I should wear that all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And one is black and white, and it absorbs the negative energy, and it's supposed to turn it into good energy.
Okay.
I believe that stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm a Pisces, so I believe stuff like that.
Joe does as well. He's into rocks and all that as well. He believes in it too.
I know. We bonded when we were sitting.
Oh, did you talk about the rocks? Yeah, absolutely. How about let's talk about ghosts, aliens? I mean, your work here in the alien capital of the world. Have you ever seen anything in the sky late at night? You're outside.
No, I haven't. But I haven't looked though. Been out there focused on that shit either though.
Got it.
Nothing ever been weirded me out.
Even here inside the
cathouse. But
okay.
I was at the Love Ranch for a year, and I came here just a couple weeks ago. So maybe it's new to me.
Anything happened at the Love Ranch that freaks you out? Well, in the realm of things you can't see, or
have you met any weird, really secretive customers that seem like they might be otherworldly, or maybe work in a military installation and have are really guarded about their personal life and don't really open up, that kind of thing?
Well, I can't remember which one he said, but something caught my attention there. He said weird, like, okay, just repeat what you said so I can bring back.
So basically, like, have you had any customers that might be, like, working at a secret military installation
that's what I was
type of
looking
thing?
for. Okay. I did have, actually, a client yesterday.
That, like, you ask
And-
them, like, what do you do? And they're just like, oh, I work for a business. You know,
Well, let her finish.
Well,
Let's see.
well, I guess he didn't do it specifically, but he said that he works at the prison or something. But his dream job was to be espionage, CIA, or something like that. And I've never even heard of that. So he tried to explain it to me, but I'm all the way out there, but that was like on a different level.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say that was old boy from yesterday.
It did kind of freak me out, though.
Yeah, right.
Well, did he have blonde hair?
No.
Oh, the wrong one.
Oh, he was also gay, so
Yeah,
he was very into the CIA.
What about weird customers? Any customer ever just really creep you out? And you're like, I don't want it. Money, I don't want it. No, F off.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we can skip it. Sure, whatever you feel comfortable saying.
Okay, so all right, we'll move on to the next subject.
Okay. Oh, so that is.
Does that mean you have to go?
Was that 3? So, listeners, what you just heard is the lineup.
Yes,
That's
and
we're in a working day.
The
So,
rule is, it don't matter what the fuck you're doing. When you hear that doorbell, you go.
so is that your cue?
Well, no, that was somebody ringing the doorbell to come in.
Oh, okay.
But if you pay attention, the doorbell sounds different.
Oh,
Our bell.
gotcha.
Yeah, our bell sounds different.
Okay, gotcha.
And at the Love Ranch, they wait the whole 90 seconds for you to get there before they start introducing. Here is not so much.
Oh, so when that rings, you got to run.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like intense. Like you have to get there. Sometimes it doesn't even seem like they wait like 20 seconds. How long do you get down the hallway in 20 seconds?
Yeah, and then what starts happening if you're not there during that lineup?
Oh,
Are
you miss out.
Oh, okay.
You miss out, and I get pissed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't miss a lot of bells here.
Gotcha. Joe, it looked like you were going to say something.
Yeah, like all right. So I don't know if they told us. Well, you guys like too much because we only told a few people. But Dave and I, we feel things.
Yeah.
And when I walked around, I got a couple feels from the place. The first place is the hallway right into the massage parlor. That little hallway.
Okay.
Second place I got was the room was like $15,000 and up a night.
Oh, 1,500.
Oh, 1,500.
The VIP suite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. The furniture in there, that's what I was really feeling it from. And then the third place was the exercise room. I don't know if there's...
Have you had any...
Okay. I was told, and I don't know if it's true or not because I didn't ask like a second party, but I heard that somebody died here
Where?
in that room.
A VIP?
No.
The exercise room?
No.
Or, I'm sorry, the massage room?
No, it's on the other side. It's where the pool table is.
Yes.
It's that room. Nothing's back there to show you because it's like
Okay,
just
but the
a bed.
hallway.
I'll have to show you because it's like
But it's the hallway
No,
I'm talking
it's not-
about?
no.
It's going into it.
No. It's like okay, it's right there. Like with pool table, you don't go
Yeah.
in. You don't go through the parlor or the bar.
Uh-huh.
You just walk straight, and there's like our laundry room, and then there's another bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
But Leilani is in there now. But I didn't. I was in that room, and I didn't even know that somebody told me that, and I was like, ooh.
And they never told you the story on how they...
No, I can't. It doesn't come to mind, but we can check it out when.
Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I really did.
But
was
when
like,
I walked that way,
somebody
like
died?
I felt it like in my back. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
Interesting. Cool.
Is there anything about the other rooms I talked about?
Not that I know of, but I just got here a couple weeks
Right,
ago. You know,
right.
so
Oh, okay, yeah.
Cool.
I haven't felt anything, but I did go. Okay, where the Love Ranch is, I've been inside the old one, like Cherry Patch Bar, that
Right.
one, and it's old fashioned, but you would go crazy there.
With the energy?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
the energy.
Wow.
I feel energy too. Like I pick up on people's energy. Like I can walk into a room and I can know in like 3 seconds who dislikes me, and
That's a gift, man. That's a gift. And do you find yourself being accurate? Like, yeah, and sure enough, so you peg someone, that person doesn't like me, and later in the future, they actually, you find out they do not like you or something, they do something.
Well, probably not too much in the near future. Probably like, I don't even can associate with that person then, so I don't go with them farther, you know?
I wish I had that gift. I don't really have that gift. I'm pretty dense.
Well,
Intuition, yeah.
Speaking with him and him, now I want to like embrace it. Like I want to get the best of it.
Absolutely.
You know? I want to, because I know. Okay, I say this before. You know how like all are welcome but few are chosen. Right. I swear to God, and it's not being stupid. I feel like I'm the chosen one.
And what do you think that means?
I don't know what I like. Okay, physical. I'm the whole package except I'm missing fake tits.
There you go.
Yeah, like,
she is.
Not like, but like I've seen, other girls' body shapes, and like I got a good one. That's what I'm saying. Like that's just like a physical appearance. Like I can also, I'm a DIYer. I do everything myself. It doesn't matter if it's like men's only stuff, but yeah. I'm a DIYer.
So good with a box of tools, fix things.
I can hook subs up in your car.
Oh, man, I miss those days.
I'm sure she's good with tools in her box.
I used to have...
Oh, hey.
I used to have...
Oh, my God.
High five, anyone?
You just reminded me, you said tools in my box, so I was thinking, okay, my box is my pussy, right? I have left Kegel balls in there right now.
Oh, all right.
I mean, we got to...
I sometimes forget my keys.
So does Dave.
Dave forgets his keys.
So does Dave.
Sometimes I like stick my cell phone in my back pocket and forget it's there, and then I'm like, "Where's my cell phone?" So I know exactly how you feel.
Have you ever forgot you lost your cell phone, but you're talking on it, so you're asking the other person?
Yeah, that happens all the time.
What about those weird lizards? Did you see the weird lizards we caught like earlier? Well, Dave has those in his ass too.
Oh,
well, there it is.
I mean, yeah,
they're gonna have babies.
He hopes.
Interesting. Cool. Well, anything else you might like to say or talk about?
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened here?
Good question.
Oh, I have to say I've only been
2 weeks, right?
Just a couple weeks
in working at these various places that you work. What's the craziest, weirdest, freakiest customer you've ever had?
Oh, I don't know.
It's like you're thinking, like, there's so many.
I know. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
She keeps on looking at you.
Anything jump out, stick out?
Okay, one I thought it was really weird because girls were passing him down. Like, we did lineup, and at the Love Ranch, you have to wait till they're done with the tour till you can leave to see if he wants to book or not. And then if he doesn't, then you just say, okay, you can try one of our other ladies, because we're all different with different prices and rooms and tours and everything. And so this person got passed down like 2 times, and I was the third. I don't know why. It was just, he wanted me to jack him off with my feet. He had a foot fetish.
Wow.
And I was like, why would other girls have a problem with that?
That doesn't even seem that weird.
Yeah. I know,
on
like,
the scale of things you could be asked to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I thought it was kind of weird, but I was like, oh, I'm a Pisces. Feet is my body part. That's what it is.
Oh, okay. Are you into astrology?
Kind of.
Now, what if a guy came in and he's like, I want you to jack me off with 2 fish pressed together? Then you're like, then you could also have the same. I'm Pisces, so that works for me too.
2 what?
Fish.
2 fish.
Because the Pisces is fish.
Yeah.
Like their sign.
Well, just look up carp fishing.
So you're a Pisces.
Yeah.
I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Oscar, what are you?
It's an inside thing.
He's a Capricorn. Joe, what are you?
See, now, God damn it, now I try to think, okay, what's your all's body parts? Off the top of my head, I don't fucking know.
I didn't realize the zodiac signs had body parts. That's really interesting.
Pisces is feet. I know.
What's Libra? I'm a Libra.
See, now that's all I don't know.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
A Libra is with the lips.
And what are you, Joe?
Are you a Libra?
So you're a... Wait.
That's right.
That means you've got a good mouth.
Taurus. You and my daughter are the same. Right. You're
a Taurus?
Yeah.
Yours, I know. It's your back.
My back hurts so bad.
That's why. It's your best and your worst asset, I think. Like, okay, me, I always have dancer's feet. Like, I have to get pedicures and stuff. But I got such little cute feet, you know?
I want to know what my...
So a Taurus is it's the
back?
back?
The back, yeah. It's like
Taylor,
you've got a strong back, like you can...
I guess sometimes.
Not just physically strong, though, too. Like, nothing can hold you down.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There's my deep thinking again.
There it is.
Taylor, you wouldn't happen to be a huge Jimmy Buffett fan, would you?
I don't know. He sings stuff, right?
You have a parrot on your shoulder.
Oh, I'll tell you why I got that.
Okay.
Because I repeat myself all the time, so now I have lenience. So now it's okay. Now people can't get mad. If I keep repeating myself, it's because I either really, really, really want you to know something, or I forgot I told you.
Fun time.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Oh well, no, it was my
lot of fun.
pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks.
And I sat with the vibrating butt plug on and in the whole time still.
Yes, I mean that's probably a podcast first.
And Oscar here
as well.
behind me was
operating the.
Yes, he was the operator.
vibrating butt plug.
Oscar was
Checking
driving.
it, operating it. Because
Everything's
it goes
good.
stronger and lighter.
Okay, good. Okay, Dave went to round up the next victim, and we'll see who he brings back. If you have visited any of our websites, SOS-radio.com, ChicagoSOS.com, or SupernaturalOccurrenceStudies.com, and have watched our videos, viewed our pictures, signed up for our newsletter, shopped our merchandise, streamed our podcast, or played the What Do You See ghostly photo game, we want you to know that all those things are made available by our sponsor, GoDaddy.com. For listeners of the SOS-Radio Podcast, GoDaddy is offering a whopping 30% discount on any new GoDaddy service. Buy that domain you've always wanted. Build your dream website. Sell your product. Communicate with your fans. Anything you need to get your business and ideas online and productive. To take advantage of the 30% discount, you must visit www.trygodaddy.com/SOS-radio. All right, Dave, rounded up another victim. Leilani, my favorite. Welcome to the SOS-Radio Podcast.
Thank you.
What was that? It was like that. Don't be nervous. You'll do great. So we were just talking to Taylor and Richard before that, just asking about haunted things, anything weird, creepy, spooky, extraterrestrial, being in the area, the alien mecca of the world. Have you ever looked up in the sky and seen something? Maybe it's a creepy customer you had, just something that's off, something different.
Yeah, I'm trying to find
That-
out
and
if anyone's ever had like a customer that seems like they're very guarded about their personal life, like they might work for the military or secret.
Basically, we want to know if
or
Area
anything like
51 employees come in here and party.
I really don't believe so. I've never seen anybody that's come in here pretty guarded. They usually cry because they're married or they're scared.
So guys will come in.
That's got to be pretty
all
exciting.
gung ho. I'm married. I'm doing this, and then they wind up crying.
Yes, I've had a guy cry because
Wow.
I scared him.
What?
You are very intimidating.
Get out of here.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
So was it that, or was it the fact that he stepped out? Or do you think it was you were literally scared him?
I think I literally scared him
That's awesome.
because he's never done doggy or things like that. So he,
Wait, never done. Oh, you mean you to him?
yeah.
You probably get like crazy
Oh,
Mormons
okay.
in here and stuff that are like super like reserved and things like that.
No, Mormons don't come see us, but churchmen on Harleys come to our door and tell us that they want to pray for us.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So what happens at that point? Do you guys
No.
call the cops to get them out, or what?
No, they don't even ask us our name. We can't get out of lineup till we say our name. So pretty much they're just standing there because they don't want us to introduce ourselves.
Wow. Anyone ever try to get crazy with you guys? Like these overzealous
No.
religious people trying to actually get physical and remove you from the premises? Or
Oh no, I've never had that problem.
If someone did that, what would you do?
I'll kick their ass.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And anything I learned through the tour, anything's a weapon.
Yes.
Cool. Good. Dave, what are you going to say?
What's your favorite weapon to use on unruly customers?
Like you?
Yes.
Yes.
If you had, okay,
Dave already tried 4 times today.
So we're in the kitchen right now. What would you use as a weapon right now if one of us got too rowdy with you?
I'd probably hit you with your own mic.
Oh, all right. But it's got this foam thing on it. That's right.
No, the other end.
It's got a wire on. I don't know if that's going to do anything. I mean,
do you want me to show you?
You have a.
I want you to show him.
You have a toaster over there. Like you have a frying pan. You got a blender.
No, but
these cords are really thick.
You have to be near me. So if you're doing something to me near me, I can't reach that. It has to be something I can reach.
All right.
You could just be like.
Yeah, crush an Altoid in your eye. That would stop you.
The first thing she would do is take off your glasses and just throw them so you can't see.
Now you're fucked.
Oh, you can't see?
I can't see without my glasses.
Oh, thank you for letting me know.
Now you know my weakness.
Oh, good.
You could literally control his life over a pair of glasses.
Awesome sauce.
Okay.
I do have a spare in the car, so...
You have to make it out here to get to your car.
There you go.
I guess so. And there is a bottle right there. You can probably break that, shove it into my neck. Whatever.
Are you into things like that?
Not really. I mean, not willingly, anyways.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, since how long have you been at the Alien Cathouse?
I worked here last year, and then I came back.
That's right.
I've been here a month and 2 weeks.
So a year and 2 weeks, roughly,
Yes.
right? In those year and 2 weeks, as you mentioned in our tour, you stay here for a month at a time, correct?
Yes.
So you're living, you're sleeping, you're working, you're relaxing, you're doing your thing. Out of all that time, has anything strange ever happened to you here that made you question, did I just see that, or did that just happen, or...
No, just certain people that I work with did I really just see you do that? Are you really doing that? That's the only questionable thing.
Can you give us an example
Okay.
of exactly what you might be speaking about?
I've seen someone pull their hair out all of a sudden in the middle of the floor.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
By
They
the
were-
root, just...
No, they were wearing fake hair, but they decided that they wanted to undo their hair in the middle of the floor.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else?
I've seen someone make a raccoon out their ass.
You know, we saw that today.
Yeah. that
We
was
said Taylor
missing.
had a real raccoon tail, right? It was real.
Yes.
I don't think. I think it was a foxtail because it
Was it
wasn't.
foxtail?
It wasn't
It's a
ringing, but
raccoon.
It wasn't
No, when
ringing like
when
a
we first
raccoon.
walked
It's not a
in,
raccoon.
there was? Yeah. So Oscar just educated me that fluffy tail was actually a
Yeah,
a butt
Leilani
plug.
told me this earlier. It was very informative.
Yeah. It's a butt plug, and she says, what is it?
I've seen skunks and rabbits, not that
Now,
one.
can you
though.
explain to maybe Jay's mother what a butt plug is for?
David, Jesus Christ, man.
How
Mom,
was it?
Mom, if you didn't turn off the radio by this time, I'm not to blame anymore. You're the only person to blame.
It was entirely Jay's idea to come here. He knew what he was getting into. He knew he was bringing me and
thanks-
Joe
thanks,
and
thanks, Jay.
Oscar. So,
But I think it might have been your idea to stay.
well, I mean,
See, his mom's
yeah.
going to have to come get you now.
I guess.
And you know my mom she don't play around.
No.
You know, you're supposed to be the leader, Dave. Gosh.
Jay
Wait a minute, who decided this?
Jay is the
In the
leader
room
here.
over there. And they were talking.
We let Jay take the lead on everything.
And I love you guys for it. But back to Leilani. What were we talking about?
We were talking about ass plugs.
I mean, how did I steer off of that?
Have you
right.
has there ever been like a ghost butt plug? Is that a thing?
Okay, so now coming back full circle to the paranormal. Thank you, Dave. So Joe, Joe found 3 areas in the building. Joe and Dave are both ultra sensitive to the energy associated with a haunting.
Is that why he's so grouchy?
I don't know why he's grouchy.
No,
It's kinda like- I'm
Dave
just-
forgot his butt plug.
So
Generally surly.
Yeah, he's we call him the Scully of the group. He's always, we're really excited, something's happening, and he's like, guys, it's just the wind,
like
or
the
it's an
7 dwarfs, he looks
optical
like
illusion.
grumpy.
Yeah, I don't want to make this isn't about Dave. How is it? I'll keep going back to Dave. Bring it back to Leilani.
Because she likes Dave, that's why.
Oh.
Oh, don't get mad. You like Taylor and her butt plug.
Look at it, dude. Look at his.
Yeah.
look. When Dave gets nervous, they get tighter. And
I was just like, I was chewing on my lip.
All right.
Dave's getting nervous.
So Joe pinpointed 3 areas in the building that has energy. One was the furniture in the VIP room. He was getting something coming off of the furniture. The other was
the hallway by the massage room. The hallway. The third part. All right. So first,
and then the workout room, just so we could finish that.
Yeah, the workout room. The first one. As soon as I took a walk through, boom, the hallway, like by the massage parlor. It just boom. My back just shot up. I'm like, oh, okay, something's right here. You already got the look like something happened. Second is, I wasn't really feeling too much in here at all. It's a big place. The second was the high-end room, the VIP room. But as soon as I walked in, I'm like, ooh, there is something in here. But I was
the Daddy D suite.
Huh?
The Daddy D suite.
Yes. Yeah. To the furniture though, like especially the cabinet, the dresser on the right-hand side. Like I was really drawn to that area. The third part was the workout room. But the workout room, it was a happy, good feeling, but it was like just thick and full of energy. I don't know if that means anything. You're smiling.
Well, I've heard that we have a hooker ghost, and she lives on that hallway, but I've never seen it. No. Mm-hmm. But also, it wasn't at this house. There was a girl that used to work at the Bunny Ranch a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. It's been years ago. If you look on Dennis's page, you'll see she was murdered. So they always feel rest in peace to her. She wasn't murdered in our establishment.
Yeah. Right.
She had went home. So maybe she comes by to say hi.
Was it like a domestic thing, or was it a client, or like who was it that?
I have no clue.
Any of the rooms or no?
I really don't know. It's years back.
Wow. Now, what about the one here? Because Taylor said she heard the same thing, that there was...
She specifically said that somebody died in your room.
No, she didn't say Leilani's room.
Yeah, she said Leilani's room at the end of
No, I think she said Leilani's in her room.
Yeah, she said, well, Leilani's room is the room she's speaking of.
It's the room that you can't go into that they're working, I think.
That's I think bullshit.
That's... Okay.
That's bullshit. Call it right out.
That's what she said.
Okay,
we could go back and listen, but
is
maybe
there anything with that hallway with the?
I've never heard anyone dying here. The reason why you can't go in the other room that's closed is because it's a wet room. So the wet room consists of it bubbles up. We have showers, we have soap, we have chocolate syrups, things like that, and a neuro massage. They're remodeling it because there's a hole in the wall. So that's why you can't go in there.
All right, so I got to ask, how did the hole in the wall get there?
I have no clue. I was not here at that time.
Okay, maybe it was a crazy neuro massage. Too much oil, things went flying.
Sounds like something Dave would do again.
But you had heard just a rumor that someone a prostitute might have died here in this building, correct?
No, I've never heard that anyone died here. No.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No, I heard that
one of the girls was murdered, but it didn't happen here or at one of the.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood.
Previous
did I mishear it, Oscar?
I mean, no one knows.
You heard the same thing I did, right? Yeah. Okay. Thought I'm going crazy.
No, I heard there was a hooker ghost here. I never heard that someone died here.
Right, because
that's
a lot
what it was.
Of these are rumors
thank you for
and
clarifying.
secondhand stuff, so we don't know what happened when, where.
Got it.
Right.
Richard was mentioning something about some of the workers here have their own superstitions and rituals that they might do to promote better business or perform well or
I've
just
heard
be
of them.
safe.
I've never seen them.
Do you have any yourself or any sort of superstitions or?
Yeah, I feel like money on the floor brings money to the door.
That's exactly
the one thing that we heard about.
Yeah. So do all the girls here do that?
No.
Okay. Huh.
What? No. Okay. So let's say that one day you look down, all right, and your money's gone, but there's a bunch of spiders there. Would you then expect a bunch of spiders at the door? Like a giant spider? Or okay, let's say a human comes to the door, but they're actually just made of spiders.
She's about ready to whip your ass. Look at that look.
All right, never mind.
I'd leave them there for you.
Okay. I appreciate it.
Remember, you gave me your card. I know how to find you.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah, you'll have to fix that problem.
Okay.
Because you brought them here. They came because of you.
All right. Sorry.
Now, do all the girls here generally get along with one another?
For the most part, I would assume so. I don't come out of my room like that unless y'all are here or customers are here.
Oh, you stay to your own?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you hate everyone.
Probably better, right?
What?
Because you hate everyone? You're just very hard to get along with?
I'm not like you, okay?
She's good. She's
What-
good.
what's the craziest thing you've witnessed here?
That's a good question.
Witnessed here?
Yeah. Or
Doesn't matter.
done here? Like something that just blew your mind. You're like, wow, that's nuts. In a place where pretty much anything goes, what has done it for you to say that's not something
Well, the
normal?
craziest thing that I've done here, I booked a party with a group of people, one guy, 3 or 4 girls. We did not have sex, but they all dressed up in our costumes, and we took pictures, and it made it look like I was choking her, eating her pussy, made it look like she's eating my pussy, made it look like I was beating her up in the room that I'm in now when it used to be our BSDM room.
Ah, okay. And none of this was actually going on. It was
No,
staged.
it was
Could I ask, I don't know if you can answer. If you can't, just say no. How much did you charge for that?
Oh.
If you can't, that's fine. You could just say I can't.
I can't really answer that, but I could tell you it was a lot of money.
So, simulated, was it easy?
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
So, a lot of money. How long did it take?
An hour because they were taking their own pictures.
So, what did you do?
They were taking pictures of me and her.
Oh, right. Okay. Duh. Just give me a slap if I say something stupid. So, I want to be able to do that, to make that kind of money for an hour, and that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Am I the only one that agrees that that's pretty damn cool?
Yes.
I'll take pictures, yeah.
I don't have a mic all the time, but yes, I'm agreeing with you.
Thank you, Oscar.
I agree.
Okay, so that's the craziest thing you've done. How about seen or heard that has happened for a client?
We've all seen the same craziest thing that I've ever seen.
What's that?
The raccoon butt plug.
Was it? So were we witness to the craziest thing that's ever happened here?
Yes, that's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
High five.
I
We
feel
were
like-
here for that.
I feel like there's got to be crazier.
That was a
things
really
than
weak
that.
high five.
There are crazier things, but not everywhere has to be that crazy either. I mean, it's not a big deal. Not everyone would request that. Is my point.
I get
so it's
you.
still like a rare thing overall.
No, it was only crazy to me because I didn't know that they made those with animal hair. I've
Oh,
seen
yeah.
them. That's the only reason why it was crazy because I never knew that they make them like
Never
that.
assume that they make it. They make one for Sailor Moon, like back flower thing. They make it for a lot of things.
Oscar, how do you know this?
I just, I'm a worldly person.
You are a worldly
He
person.
search on Google.
I like to read
Gosh.
a lot. I like to read a lot. Reading pictures.
Reading
I like-
pictures.
I like how he acts like he's worldly. He's like, oh yes, I read a lot of sex catalogs, so I'm very familiar and
and
well
he-
versed.
Well, that's why he said he reads a lot of pictures.
Yeah,
And he uses Google.
yeah,
You should know. You use Facebook a lot, so.
I do. I do use Facebook.
Are you guys Facebook friends yet, Leilani and Dave?
No.
Is this going to happen?
No.
No.
She's not going to be my Facebook friend.
She just seems like she'd be the greatest person to just go out, drink, and get into a bar fight with or something, doesn't she?
And she
Like
shuts
she
Dave
would
up
whip
really
some
quick.
ass or just shut
Never
some
shuts
people
up.
down.
Ever.
I don't know if we asked before.
She got kind of like a Cassandra from Wayne's World sort of vibe going on.
Oh, because the lovely Cassandra. Yeah. Where are you from again, Leilani?
I'm originally from Mississippi.
Mississippi.
But I moved to Arizona for 2 years, then I moved to California for 2 years, and then I moved to Vegas.
So you live in Vegas now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And where in California did you live?
I lived in SoCal area, like Linwood.
Okay. Is that anywhere near like Irvine?
No,
excuse
that's
me,
near
or-
Compton. It's 5 minutes out of Compton.
I've been to Compton.
Yes, I love Compton.
I grew up on that shit. So when I went there for work, my big boy job, I went beeline right to Compton. And I stood outside the Compton sign and I took a selfie.
You what?
And I took a selfie.
Oh, nice.
I couldn't have done that in 91.
You're weird.
Well, probably
I am
because
weird. Thank you.
we
You're weird.
didn't have selfies or cell phone technology that would have done that.
It was a much different place. Compton is not the Compton of Dr. Dre era, Eazy-E era. It's different, right?
No.
Yeah, it is. It's all built up and beautiful.
Well, they had to rebuild it.
No, Compton is not built up and beautiful.
What I saw was
Are you talking
great.
about Long Beach Boulevard?
No, not Long Beach. No.
I'm from that area.
I stood by the Compton sign in middle of Compton.
No, I'm talking
Or the starting of
about
Compton.
Long Beach Boulevard area.
Help me out. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
Is that in Compton
that was
or
in LA,
That's
the
in
LA
Compton.
riots.
Oh, okay.
That's where everything happened.
What I saw looked great. I wasn't
Basically, they just opened up a Walmart. One way in, one way out.
really.
How do you think that's going to turn out in a gang neighborhood? You have Compton neighborhood, you have Santana Block, and everyone else. How do you think that's about to turn out?
Probably
I
not
think,
very good.
I personally think
Wow.
that everyone will be respectful of one another.
Everyone will get along and
everyone will
hash
be like,
out their
I'm sorry,
differences.
sir, you got to the stop sign first. Proceed.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was expecting something much different than what I experienced. That's all.
Yeah, no, you haven't went to Compton.
Ah,
Long Beach Boulevard, Compton.
damn it.
I have a feeling that Dave would feel a lot safer in that neighborhood
Than he would in my neighborhood, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking
What
the whole
neighborhood do
time.
you stay in?
I'm in the Chicagoland area. I kind of keep it vague on the show.
The suburb?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. I totally understand.
But we're all from Chicago proper. But as we get older, we branch
I'm
out.
from
and-
Skokie, but I live in Chicago now.
Yeah.
We're just going to
I'm
send
from the
Dave
south
to
side
the
of
east
Chicago.
side Vegas.
Joe's from the north side of Chicago. Oscar's from the north side of Chicago. When we say Chicago, we mean Chicago, not a 45-minute suburb. But as you get older, you have children.
Oh,
I don't
I
know
totally
if
understand.
you watch the news.
You got to keep your
Chicago's
privacy. You're going to get stalkers.
privacy, yeah, and we tend to branch out from Chicago when we get older with families because the city is just tearing itself apart right now.
I think my
And
ultimate goal in life is to be murdered by somebody I had a Facebook argument with.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it might be Leilani.
Yeah.
Could it just be Messenger? Does it have to be Facebook proper?
But they're not going to be Facebook friends, so it's not going to be her.
Damn it.
But it's going to happen really soon. I hope not.
We can still message each other off Facebook without even being friends.
Yeah.
Facebook Messenger.
That's true.
So you could get your wish.
I guess.
In a roundabout way. Does that still
No,
apply?
don't say that because if you really do turn up murdered that way, then they're going to really look after me.
This podcast, all of a sudden, it's evidence. I'm getting hauled into court for you, Leilani.
Gosh. Damn it, Dave.
Sorry.
I want to tell the story. What happened when we were in Massachusetts at the gas station? You remember that with Dave? And I thought he was going to get murdered right then and there.
What did you do?
Oh, and he told.
Oh, I saw some guy mistreating his employee, a manager,
at a gas station.
and
yeah.
I basically told him, I told him to his face to stop being a fucking prick to his employees. Like, and he's like, what?
No,
High five.
That was good.
But that's not how it happened. Jay and I were at the register.
You didn't see it happen.
Yes, I did. I heard.
No, I walked into the. Okay, I walked in.
I heard a little, but
I walked into the place. The manager was by the shelf. There was a woman. She's down on the floor and she's putting chips on the shelf. Manager walks over and goes, right there, salted pretzels, and he like throws the bag down because
Okay.
she couldn't find the
All right.
spot for it.
So then,
a few moments later, you guys are at the counter talking to him. Go ahead.
Okay, Jay and I talking, the guy making small talk. Oh yeah, you guys from Chicago, cool, whatever. Anyway, like, how you guys doing today? Dave walks up. Huh? How you guys doing today? He's like, you know what? You can go fuck yourself or whatever you said.
No, I said, I specifically, like, he said something like, oh, you know, like something like, he said something like, I got an idea, or like something like that. And I'm like, hey, I got an idea. How about you stop being a fucking prick to your
That's what
employees?
it was.
And then Jay and I looked
he
at
just
each other
like,
what the hell happened?
you
When did
guys
do that?
you guys are looking at each other like, what the hell's happening? And he was like, huh? What? What?
Dave don't put up with no shit.
And I was just like, yeah, you're fucking
Surprisingly.
acting like an asshole to your employees. When I walked in here, you're screaming at that lady. Like,
He
what
didn't
the
even know
fuck
what
is your
to do,
problem?
man. It's like, he
Yeah.
was just like,
Yeah.
he was
See,
stuck.
I should hang out with y'all more often. I like this.
Come on a haunted road trip with us.
Yes.
Because what's he going to
Absolutely.
do? Like, he can't do anything. He's at work. What is he going to do? Jump over the
But you
counter
were
and
in the
fist fight
right.
me?
You were in the right.
Yeah.
So
That doesn't matter if people
And
are at work.
like
See,
when I was
he's-
doing stand-up comedy, I felt like
It threw me off, though. He totally was in the right, but it definitely threw
when
me
I was
off.
doing stand-up comedy, I felt like it would be awesome to get a group of like comedians and improvisers together. Specifically, like let's say a bunch of people work at a McDonald's and their boss is just a total prick. All right. So you have somebody go in as a difficult customer and just ream the manager in front of everyone and just make them like look like a little bitch.
So the idea was put out on this podcast. Is it kind of copywritten at this point?
No, not really.
No?
So if anyone wants to do that, go ahead. You know,
So does that mean you're going to be my difficult customer?
someone might be.
So we could play it out?
Yeah.
And then we can copyright it?
It'll probably be difficult to something to the effect of like, yeah, I don't have any money, so
Hey, that works.
I'm gonna go. Is that cool?
But we are going to Rhyolite after this. It's a ghost town just a half hour from you.
How much would it cost?
Massive ghost town.
How much would it cost for you to come to a ghost town with us?
We're not allowed to leave here.
Oh, that's right.
You can't because
That's
it's unsafe. Y'all try
All right.
some crazy shit, especially.
We'll
Dave.
give you. We will all pool together $37. We will give you a warm Coke from our trunk
57 cents.
and the rest of these spearmint Altoids.
Do we
that I
still
bought
have
at
the sourdough bread in the trunk?
No, that's in the room.
All right.
Oh, you're cold, Dave. You're very cold.
I'm trying.
That's better than saying you were going to pay me in gum.
This is true.
It's Altoids.
So you guys collect up front before services are rendered, right?
Yes.
So there's never any people coming back and being like, "I'm not paying you." No, that can't happen here. Correct?
No.
Got it. I'm trying to think. of other stuff.
Have
Is it an hour and a
you
half? Or did
personally?
Wow, that's great. This was great. I love it.
Leilani, have you personally ever had any sort of paranormal experience, like a weird psychic episode, a strange dream that came true, anything like that in your entire life? Have you ever had anything like that happen to you?
No.
You're a great guest.
I warned you ahead of time.
Leilani, I'm curious. What nationality are you?
I'm Hawaiian, Japanese, Portuguese, and white.
Okay, all right.
But Hawaiians are part Japanese, so like when you say Hawaiian, that's like you're.
I'm not
it makes
Samoan.
it makes you a little bit more extra Japanese, I think.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
Cool.
And how do you feel about Pearl Harbor?
Oh, this motherfucker.
Are you pro Pearl Harbor attack or con Pearl Harbor attack?
You know what? I'm pretty neutral on that.
Okay,
But
so-
how do you feel about it?
I feel like
Hey, you're taking my job, Leilani.
I feel
Dave
like
is totally against
the
US,
Pearl Harbor
100%.
attack was a hoax. It was made in a Hollywood studio with CGI
in a basement,
and that it was an inside job by the Bush administration.
So if we're going to talk Pearl Harbor,
First Bush administration.
how are you feeling about Trump with the KKK?
Oh, you know what?
They're walking away. Here I go.
We have to stop the show now because
I'll tell you. I'll tell you right now that those guys.
She turned
Nice. She turned off her mic.
She turned off his mic.
She's my favorite guest that we ever had. She's my
I gotta show her a picture of Dave.
We don't need to. This is audio podcasting. We should cut it there, yeah?
Yeah.
Say the words.
we're
Katie and I
good.
take us home. Yeah, say it.
Yeah, I did.
Leilani, I just want to say thank you for sitting with us and having such a great time. I'm with Oscar. I think you're probably one of our
My favorite. You're my favorite.
one of my favorite guests. Yeah.
All right.
Listeners, please make sure when you're in Nevada, we found out today it's
Nevada,
right?
Nevada.
The Spanish accent. When you're in Nevada, make sure and check out one of the Cat House locations. Could you run down the locations for me by chance? I get them confused.
This one is the Alien Cathouse in Agmarosa,
Oh, it's Amarosa. I was saying
Area
Armagosa.
51.
There's no
Okay, the Alien Cathouse. And then
Isn't Amarosa
up
on
the street-
Trump's
up
staff?
the street you have Love Ranch, correct?
Yes, in Crystal, Nevada.
And what are the other ones? Do you know?
It's the Bunny Ranch and Sagebush and Kit Kat.
And those are all kind of scattered throughout the
Up north?
northern Nevada.
Yes.
Those are up
Okay.
by like Reno, right? Some of
Yes.
them, yeah.
So yeah, listeners, make sure to check it out. Tell them Supernatural Occurrence Studies sent you. Maybe something special will happen.
They
And then they'll
want
probably
a
be like,
Space
"What?"
Alien discount.
They want the Space Alien discount. Dennis Hoff is going to come to my front door and say, "What did you offer?"
Nice.
Maybe I was joking about that part, listeners, but definitely check it out. Wonderful people, wonderful
Dennis
place, clean, safe, friendly, fun. Let Dave's Doot Doots take us out. Katie Knight, take us home.
Thanks everyone for listening to the SOS-Radio Podcast. Search SOS-Radio Podcast on iTunes and give us a rating. Download our free mobile app by searching Supernatural Occurrence Studies on Google Play, Apple App Store, and Amazon App Store. Visit us online for ghostly photos that coincide with our podcasts, videos, and other exclusive content at SOS-radio.com, Chicago SOS SOS-RADIO.com and SupernaturalOccurrenceStudies.com. Follow us on Facebook at SOS-Radio.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Chicago Ghosts. Subscribe to the Chicago's own Supernatural Occurrence Studies YouTube channel for exclusive video content. Follow Jason Knight on Google+. That's Knight, N-H-Y-T-E. Email us at submissions@sos-radio.com and call or text anytime at 872-529-0SOS. That's Chicago's area code, 872-529-0767.
And as always, kind listeners, keep your head up, eyes open, and question everything.
Want to save your soul from hell, riding on our range. Cowboy, change your ways today. Oh. With us you will ride. Devil's herd.